Hello, my honorable ferals. Welcome to another video. Today we'll be talking about, if you haven't read the title already, we'll be talking about the guy who inspired our most awesome logo for our merch. We're talking about Killer Creed today. So, we already know a lot of information. Those of you who have actually been keeping up with the info that's been going on Discord and all that, so you would know about the stuff that he's been doing and possible things that he could be doing that we are trying to make we're making speculations. To break this down, we're making speculations. These are not actual accusations. We're making assumptions based on past things he's done or possible things that he could be doing I know I'm fumbling my words here, but he could be, doing everything. He could... What's the word? I'm just being stupid today. He could... Things that he could be doing based on some actions that he has done. So, one of the things that we've talked about Killer Creed before. On how he basically just went berserk when Aurora tried to be friends with everybody, tried to make friends with people again, try to make things normal again after all the bullshit that we went through, especially with Raven Queen, all those times. So, the point of the matter is, we started all this feud crap because we didn't want to give in to what he wanted on the server. Because he was on a constant feud with somebody who was already on the server, which was really none of our business. We didn't really give a shit. So, and then he got mad, decided to, make videos on us and all that stuff. And you know what? It actually got so bad to the point it brought me back to YouTube for the simple reason because he pissed me off so much because he kept upsetting my wife. My wife left the internet so she could better her health at the time. Hey, I did too, and I actually have better health since I've been seeing the therapist. And now that my car is back, things are going to be a little bit better, but that's a sidetrack. We're going to be talking about Creed, the guy who overuses the word feral all the time. Again, inspiring our merch, which, by the way, buy, link in the description, all that shit. So, one thing that I've noticed is that Creed will constantly harass people, well, especially me. He harasses, especially he likes to raid my live streams, which I will show images of those things that he does, usually using old accounts or having his fans do the same, whichever it's obvious that it's either him or his fans. Ugh, good orange juice. And there's also a possibility that he could be Tracy Smith, because in this photo that I have here, he is stated, and quote, hold on, it's loading, stated in quote, to @Linard Peacock, me and a few mates got one of our other mates to pretend to be a girl to troll one of our mates thinking that the girl he wanted to date him. He has done this before, and it's quite possible he could do it again. In fact, when we did some backtrack on photos of Tracy Smith, they were actually of somebody else, because you could backtrack it on Google and all that stuff and all that other things. So all the photos of Tracy Smith that was sent to my wife and Sherry, which we have both of those evidence right here. So, for example, we have a video that was taken by Cherry through Cherry's point of view of the convo, and we'll be playing it here. So, hold on here for a moment. So, right off the bat. So, it starts with, hey, how you are, all that stuff. She's going through the messages constantly, showing you everything. Okay, I'm not going to read them out loud because it's going to take too long. I'm not trying to make this an hour-long video, although it might end up being that way. Anyway, I'm not trying to make it longer than it needs to be. So we'll video play, and we'll talk about the ending. She's showing all the messages that were blocked since you blocked her. So she basically, I think she's talking about in this thing. They're talking about Creed and all of that's going on, about the video that she plans to make. Okay, then here she gets mad, and you're about to see the worst of it. Well, you can't really see it because it's censored for the sake of family-friendly content. Yeah, and this is where she sends a picture of breast, not quote-unquote maybe her breast, or it could be somebody's breast, which could be taken as sexual harassment. So, not good at all. Okay. There is a picture, and here's this. He also does things like this. He wants people to raid other people's YouTube channels. There's a photo of him saying, "At everyone raid for a Rennie pin." That's kind of messed up. I never condone this kind of stuff. I never do. I don't get involved in these things. I never do. I know I have associated with people who have done this, probably including Creed, but I do not condone this. This is not, what I guess you could say, it's not gentlemanly. Let's see. What else is there can I put out? He also had sent this message to somebody on the internet. "Bitch, I will find you, you little sex slave tailor, and bend you over and punish. You little sex slave tailor, and bend her over and punish her." See, you don't say shit like that on the internet, especially when there are children. This is kind of the same shit we went through with Raven. You're kind of pulling a Raven queen, and as much as you like to say that you don't, as much as you say you're not like her, you're kind of being like her. Right now, and another thing is, I've noticed that you're also pulling an Onision. You're showing very narcissistic. You also like to talk about your subscribers as if that makes you better than everybody else. In all reality, speaking of those subscribers, I actually have a folder on possible subbotting. And here is a photo of one of the convos he's had with somebody. By Average Kid said, "Hey mate, got you like 1K subs with my alt accounts on behalf of the dickheads in that group." "Oh really? Yeah mate, go check. Thanks, hopefully YouTube doesn't delete them." See, that's kind of cheating if you have your fans do that. That's kind of stupid on their part. Okay. Hold on a moment here. I'm still working on some info here. Yes, there are also some photos that we have taken of possible alt accounts that either him or his fans have made, because they were only made recently. They show how many days they've joined YouTube and all that stuff. And all the names are some of the names are kind of offensive. Like, seriously, like, that's not right. They're quite obvious, and too obvious. So, beyond that, back to the sexual harassment things. Now, we do have photos on... sorry if I'm giving blank faces here. We do have photos on here of possible people he could be harassing, although we will not be showing them because we do not have full proof. They're just speculation, so we're not getting into that. So there's a video here called Killer Creed Bullied My Sister. So we're going to play that video now. In the video, he says he wants someone else to F the other in behind. Hold on here. I'm trying to read it. I think the person recording the video stated that they got the sexual harassment put in recording. So, yeah. So, there's enough here to show that he is being an absolute shitty person. Now, I don't really have much more to talk about. I have enough here to show the harassment that he's been putting towards people. I have more photos in the drive, but I'm going to leave it there for now. Some of you guys do have access to the drive, and some people have access to add more information to the drive. If you know who those people are, you can give the evidence you have to them and bring it up. And bring it to them. Me and my wife are definitely people you can give the evidence to, so we could put it in the Google Drive. My wife has access to both mine and her account, so she'll get that information before I will. So, and anyway, I think that's all I have. Before I close out the video, just remember, guys, we do have merch, the merch I mentioned before. We have the Honorable Pharaoh's tees, all that stuff, and all other types of merch that you guys can buy. The money will be donated to COVID-19 research and other medical researches that we are planning to donate even after COVID-19. So, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you guys later, and bye.